Right, hello everyone. I thought I'd just go live a little bit this morning for a couple of minutes. It's going to be a very short live stream. Reason is because I'm away at the moment on holiday and doing stuff on mobile. I think find it quite difficult and quite tedious at times. Of course, I'm not in my studio, so I can't do certain things. It's quite tricky. Anyway, I wanted to have a little chat about what is going on at Leeds. And it seems that we have a company now registered in the US, but there's a little bit more to it than meets the eye. A lot of people think, oh, San Francisco, San Francisco, San Francisco, 49ers, 49ers, 49ers. A little bit more complicated than that, I'm afraid. The company, as it turns out, is actually registered in Delaware. Why would you register a company in Delaware? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a moment. And in Delaware, companies don't pay corporation tax when they don't do any business in Delaware. So there's a tax implication as well on 49ers. So how much tax are they going to pay is going to be reduced on the purchase of Leeds, Ellard Road, and all the rest of it. It seems to me that it's going to be a lot more complicated than meets the eye. Delaware also has privacy legislation that enables the people involved in certain companies to be or to remain anonymous. Means that their information isn't put out in the public if they hold a position in a company. How do I know this? Well, there's actually a filing in the SEC, so that's the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States. When a company does something, they have to tell the SEC about it, especially if you're handling millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on behalf of other people. So those people are the investors, right? Interesting fact for you. Who was once the governor of Delaware? Correct. The answer is Joe Biden. Who is Joe Biden? Of course, is the US president. So there were rumours swirling that someone in US politics could be involved in Leeds United. It could potentially be Joe Biden. So has everything been classified as a matter of national interest, as we know that things can be classified? Maybe he doesn't want his name spilling out there. We know that the Biden family have been in hot water again with the authorities this week in the US over, I think it's Hunter Biden's tax evasion. So it just makes you wonder that there is more to this particular purchase than meets the eye. And I also think that when you look at the filings, there's not very much there. There's something called a Form D, and that literally just tells the SEC what they're actually doing. But there's also a bit there. They could do a lot of different things to try and remain anonymous, try and keep the stuff secret. And it seems that we're, I'll I'll actually paste that if I could do it in the chat now. Paste the company name. This is the company name if you want to see it. And this particular form that I can see, I don't know if I can share screen on mobile, but I'm just going to try and do that now. If I can do that, if I can show you the bit that I found, and I can see just what has gone on there. I was just looking at that particular form, but we're in a situation where it's a lot more complicated than people make out. The EFL have their own criteria about who actually owns what, and they're going to want to know that and make sure that the due diligences are done and that these people are fit and proper to own the football club, because it's not just one person. This is it. It could be up to 60 people. The actual fact is we don't know exactly how many people are involved in it and what their level of involvement is. Now, Farag is down as I think he's down as the chairman, and certainly this particular form that I found this morning, it's filing in the SEC. He's actually the signature of it. So if I could just go back, and I don't know if you can see me or not, but if you can, great. If you can't, I'm hopefully, well, Phil, hello, welcome. I'm just having a little look and talking a little bit about the ownership status of Leeds United, and we've got had a little look around, and I've dug this up that we actually have a company now registered in the United States, or 49ers have registered a company in the United States, and that's solely, one would think, to handle Leeds United business, in it. So it looks. Why would you register a company in Delaware? Well, the reason is because it has corporation tax loopholes. They're not going to have to pay corporation tax in the United States. It's quite a lot of money, as you would imagine. I will put this in the it's because I don't really know what I'm doing when we're doing lives on this. But you could go and have a look at this form. I'll put the link there, and it tells you a little bit about what's going on with it. And people think San Francisco, San Francisco, San Francisco. It's not San Francisco. It's got nothing to do with San Francisco. And the company that has been registered is actually registered in Delaware. Why have they registered it in Delaware? I was just saying it has corporation tax benefits for them. So they don't have to pay as much corporation tax on this new company. When you go in and read that particular form, you'll see that there are bits of information about not disclosed, and one of the things is estimated revenues and profits, and they've not disclosed any of that information to the SEC. That's quite understandable. I think that when they don't register, or they don't know that, they're just taking over it. They don't know what, or they'll know what it is, but they don't need to disclose it. So why bother, all right? And there's a load more stuff to this purchase that meets the eye. It's Yeah, so one wonders. Sorry about that, lost a bit of signal. One wonders, why is it taking so long? Well, it's all of this, all of these legal processes. I'm afraid until it gets over the line, this one, we're not going to know very much. It's taken long enough already, but a number of people are out there blaming the EFL. It's not the EFL. You can't just blame the entire league and say, "Oh well, they're haters." I don't believe any of that is true. I think it's just a case of it's a more complicated matter than it needs to be, more complicated than anybody anticipated. And I think at the end of the day, when all's said and done, it's just going to take its time. It'll run its course, and let's just hope it all gets sorted out. I mean, there are people out there speculating, "Oh, we're going to start the season without a manager." Don't be so daft. We're going to have a manager in. We've got a manager in place. I'm pretty sure of that. I think we've certainly started making moves with players and stuff as well. So it's just a case of holding on and making sure that this ownership saga gets over the line as soon as possible, really. And hopefully the 49ers are working to get that done as quickly as possible. And we're just going to have to wait from them. Be patient. I know people are anxious. There's a lot of anxiety out there. People are going mad. Oh, it's 38 days until the season starts. Yeah, everybody knows that, but we're just gonna have to keep calm, folks, and hope that it all gets over the line as soon as possible. Anyway, apologies if you did make it to the end of this crap live stream. Well done for you. Let's just all march on together and hope that it all gets sorted out as soon as possible. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Oh, in the meantime, do what you love doing. Don't worry about Leeds United. It'll all get sorted out, I'm sure. Take care. Have a great day, and leave any comments if you agree or disagree with me in the comments box. Have a nice day. Bye.